Hi, my name is Shaylee, and welcome back to Burnt Toast Online, a channel for in-house social media managers like you. Today we're going to do a little bit of a business review. I want to say it's a small business review, but this isn't a small business, it's a small batch business though. I guess I'm just passionate about cute things. We're going to kind of talk about what we can learn as social media managers and how we can take that into our own businesses. So today I will be reviewing Fern. Fern is an organic small batch perfume company in the UK. But something that's really interesting about the company that I really enjoy is that I really feel like they're more selling luxury, exclusivity, and a story. Like there's so many perfume companies out there. You go to like Ulta or Sephora and like you got dozens of options. So what makes Fern different? Number one, for Fern, you have to get on a waiting list. That's their big thing, right? It's a small batch perfume company, which means that you have to be on a waiting list to even get accepted. I got on the waiting list, and interestingly enough, so I got on the waiting list on October 4th, and they really just kind of let you know that like, hey, like we don't know when you're gonna be picked, right? I was like doing some reading on Reddit and Quora, and I guess on average it takes people around like 3 to 4 months to get accepted. I got accepted after a week. So yeah, I signed up on October 4th. And they picked me on October 11th. When you sign up for Fern, if you decide to do that, it could take you a week, it could take you a year, and that's part of it. Like that's part of the exclusivity. So number one, Fern is selling exclusivity. Number two is they're selling luxury. They kind of phrase it as like a small batch luxury perfume. Each bottle is $129 and they send it to you on every solstice or basically every season. So it's 4 bottles a year, $129 per bottle. I believe my final total with like my state tax and stuff was $142. So $142 per bottle, sent 4 times a year, 4 different scents. Once they make a scent, they don't make it again. It's possible for you to get an archived scent from what I can tell, but like there's no promises there. So when you get a scent, you can't get it again. So again, we're selling exclusivity, we're selling luxury. I think Fern's strongest marketing tactic is storytelling. So let's just take a look at their Instagram and you'll see exactly what I mean. When you buy a perfume from Fern, you are buying a story. Like they make it super clear. They make like a movie, they make like a poem or a short story. They literally make art, which you'll see in the unboxing in a second. I'm taking a look at their Instagram right now. They even have a recipe. So just kind of flipping through some of these Instagram posts, they're not selling you the perfume. Like none of these pictures, here's like one picture of their perfume. They're doing pictures of ingredients that are in their perfume or the odors, the smells. They are doing pictures of like other things that don't even have to do with the perfume. Like this is a picture of a fall leaf and it's because it's the autumn 2024 perfume. So something I really want to hit on right now is that Fern is selling a story. They're selling a story. They're not selling their perfume right now. And see, that's why I bought into it. Frankly, I could go to, again, Ulta or Sephora and I could pay a third of the price and get a perfume that I like arguably just as much. I don't know, I haven't smelled it yet. But they're creating a whole life, a whole story around the perfume. And that's what I bought. I want to buy a perfume that it's like opening up a present. I want to buy a perfume that not only can I just like keep the perfume, but I also can keep the recipe. That gives me a piece of art. It gives me a story. There's something attached to it. I'm someone where that's important to me. So yeah, I'm going to pay a little bit extra. I did, just to at least check it out. Just from a marketing perspective, I think this is really brilliant because how many of us work for companies that sell a product that there's dozens of other very similar products, right? Like that's just the nature of business, is people sell similar things. I think that a way that we can differentiate our product is by focusing on the story. And we all know, like effective marketers, they sell a lifestyle, they don't sell a product or a service. And Fern is really doing that. They're really selling a lifestyle. Okay, now it's time, I'm done blabbering, to do the unboxing. So this is the box that it came in. I scratched out my address. It's very like, I mean, you can see it's about the size of my head, but you can see that is the tape and it says Autumn 24. Okay, so you can see we already got goodies. So that's the thing, with each bottle of perfume, you get goodies that go inside of it. The first thing that's jumping out to me is this, and this is a, I guess, quince colored ticket. So with each bottle of perfume, each solstice bottle, I guess, it comes with a movie. Like they make a whole movie for the bottle. So why don't we scan that first? I got a little movie to watch. Wait, might be jumping ahead of myself a little bit, but I realized that I actually want to watch the movie while I'm smelling the perfume. So I'll come back to the movie in a second. So next, we have like a little pamphlet that's taped to the top. Yep, it says Fern 24. It gives you the barrel aging days. And it has a little stamp of authenticity. See, these are the things I'm talking about, the little things that make the price worth it. I'll put a screenshot right here, but I will read to you what the notes, the scent notes are for this perfume. So it looks like the top notes are saffron, caraway seed, anise seed, olibanum, I don't know what that is, blood orange rind, and grapefruit rind. The mid scent notes are carrot seed, divana, coriander seed. The mid scent notes are carrot seed, divana, coriander seed, I don't know what that is, something pimento, neroli, jasmine, something, nutmeg, bergamot rind. Sorry, I can't pronounce one of these. And then the base notes are oak wood, some type of leaf, brown-eyed rock rose, something else, red cedar, patchouli, vetiver root. Right, there's a lot going on here. So next up, we got this. I am not sure what this is. Okay, that is flippin' cute. I think this is the story. So basically the theme of this Autumn 24 perfume is like quince, I guess. And so that is a little illustration of a quince. So basically this is an overview of what's in the entire box. So we have our ingredients right there. Oh, it comes with a diffusion stone. Okay, it says our diffusion stones are handmade in Norfolk by traditional tile makers. This season we've designed an autumnal variation with an acorn, a reference to the oak wood we've used for the first time in Autumn 24. Spray with fern fragrance 5 or 6 times and leave out in your chosen space. Refresh as needed. So the thing is, by the way, with all these things, is that even if you don't like the perfume and send it back, which you can do that, by the way, I'll explain it later, you still get to keep all these little things. So this is a diffusion stone with the acorn. I love that. So this is the release schedule. They send it out on the solstice, so every new season. And then finally, this is the story. The door to the kitchen stands open. A basket of quinces, freshly picked, sits on the windowsill. This piece reflects her interest in the still lives of the Dutch Golden Age and those who use their light and shadow. I just love that. That's so sweet. So next up, we have one of my favorite features of the company, and that is samples. So basically, the deal is with Fern is that if you do not like the perfume, you can send it back. It just cannot be opened. So they send you a sample ahead of time. So this is the little box. It had the diffusing stone in it. And this is the sample. You can see it's tiny, but basically you can test out the perfume. If you like it, you keep the bottle. So right here is the big bottle. And if you try the sample, don't like the perfume, you can request a shipping label and actually ship this back to the company. And they will either credit you for the next perfume or they will refund your card. So that's really cool. So if you don't like the perfume, you can send it back and they will credit you. You don't have to pay for it. Guys, they sent a tea. So far they have a movie, a story, a painting, a diffusing stone, and a tea. Our autumn tea is mellow and fragrant, reminiscent of hay meadows at harvest time. The tea is inspired by the biodynamic herb farm where it's made along the lane from our Somerset studio. I have a tea now. That's pretty sweet. So this is a sampling guide, but if you would like to sample the perfume, they do give you little sampling sticks. I'm gonna try it right on my skin just because I find I get a better idea. I'm actually gonna go with this. Immediate thought is I'm getting like citrus. Like I am getting the orange, I'm getting the grapefruit rind, and I'm getting like woody smells. So I need a minute to kind of process what I think about that. Immediately I'm thinking I like it. It smells very fall though. So if you're someone who likes those like, I don't know, like those like summery, springy scents, this is not that. This is definitely more woodsy to me. So this is a channel by a social media manager reviewing the marketing campaigns for other companies. And so I do have some critiques. And again, I don't work for Fern. I'm not like within their company. So maybe they had these conversations. These are just things I've noticed as an outside party. To me, Fern is like a small luxury. I am not rich at all. I'm like so incredibly middle class. So buying something like Fern, which is $142 per bottle, it's a luxury. It's something that I'm happy to pay for, right, every once in a while. Here's the thing though. That means that I'm really going to be evaluating a lot of different things. And the theme of Autumn 24 is quince. It's on all of the Instagram posts. It's the image I received. They even made a recipe to go with this perfume, and it's for like a quince pie or something like that. Now, the thing that I kind of take issue with, just from a marketing perspective, is that even in the story, it says our journey begins with the fruit of the season, the quince. ... Quince itself has no essential oil, so to capture its many facets, we turn to the delicate tones of jasmine and then these other scent notes. Here is my issue. My issue is that basically what this is saying is that we can't actually turn quince into a smell, so we used all these like other smells to basically give you the vibe of quince, right? I don't buy it, because I love quince. I love pears. Like, that smell is just, it's one of my favorite smells, right? So I received this perfume, and to me, it smells very woody. It has some like citrus notes to it. I don't think about quince at all. I'm thinking about walking through the woods. The only reason this would come to mind to me is because I literally have a picture of it, and that's what you're telling me this smells like. So I understand from a storytelling perspective, quince, it's like very poetic. It's very romantic. I think a lot of the inspiration for this perfume was from Dutch still life, and quince is like a big part of that. But the thing is like, if you can't make a perfume that to me accurately reflects that, then I think there's other things you could have focused on. For example, they talked about how this was like the first perfume where they got to use like notes from an oak tree or something like that. And so the actual diffusing stone, here, I'll just pull it out. The actual diffusing stone features an acorn, right, to reflect that. I think that we could have built a story around this. Also, to me, again, this smells very woody. It has like little citrus notes to it. And I think that having a story that involves acorns walking through the woods, having this would give customers a more accurate representation of what the smell is. And the thing about these perfumes is it's all about the story and it's all about the marketing, really, is what makes it different from other perfume brands. So if you're gonna craft a story around your perfume, I think this was a case of where they had a story in mind and they tried to just make the perfume fit into that, as opposed to making the perfume and then building a story around it. Again, these are all conversations that the company may have had. This is just my observation as a Fern customer, someone who will probably end up staying on the list, and someone who is in marketing. I like the marketing for Fern. I think that Fern's marketing for this perfume does not match up with what this perfume actually is. And again, I want to reiterate that this has nothing to do with the quality. The quality of the perfume, I feel, has been great. I think it's just that the idea that they're marketing is not what the perfume is in reality. So again, I'm a social media manager. I just wanted to add my thoughts into the Fern marketing campaign for the Autumn 2024 scent. I'm going to leave a link to Fern in my caption below, because again, I really love this company. I've been really happy with my purchase from Fern so far, just in terms of like, it's a treat. Like, if you want to treat yourself and you like perfume, I definitely would suggest signing up on their wait list. I got on after a week, but it sounds like the average is around like 3 to 4 months. So thank you so much for watching my little bonus episode. A social media manager reviews products, reviews marketing campaigns that go with those products. I kind of want to launch my own product next year. I've had this idea for 2 years, so Fern is giving me a lot of inspiration. And Fern, if you're watching this, reach out to me, because I would love to work together. I don't live in the UK, but I live in Seattle, and I feel like I've been to London before, so we have that connection. But yeah, I'll see you later.